back to the YouTube channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and this is my round 13 tips of the NRL. For 2022, obviously. And yeah, like this is basically only 4 games this weekend, so there's not really much to get into. This will be probably a pretty short tipping video since there's only 4 games, and since that I don't really go into depth with too many, since as we know, most players are out for Origin, so that's why some teams have a bye and some teams don't. So it should be an alright week of footy though, I hope. Hopefully it is. And I also hope that my tips this week are a lot better too, because I got 4 out of 8 in round 12. So definitely need to get a better result hopefully this week. So so the first game on the Thursday, it is the Titans and the Cowboys at Cowboys Super Stadium. So going on to the first game, it is the Titans and the Cowboys at Cowboys Super Stadium in the Gold Coast, like I said. And just getting to both sides actually. So both sides are missing players because of Origin, more particularly the Cowboys. So getting through the Titans team as a home side first. Tino Fa'asuamaleaui is out this week as an Origin. Dave Fifita is also out because of a knee injury. They go against Brisbane, so it means that Mikey Fotuaika returns from an ankle injury at prop, and then Isaac Liu replaces Tino at lock, so he's a replacement basically for Tino at lock. And Patrick Herbert calf returns in the centres while pushing Isan Masters to the bench, and Toby Sexton and Jermaine Sarko suffered shoulder injuries and have been named to play. And again, to the Cowboys team, they've got a couple of changes, like I mentioned, Origin players. Tamalolo's back, so that's a big in for the Cowboys. So that means Holmes, Cotter, Dearden, Nanai, and all out. Tunangi and Hamiso are going to be playing because they're not actually playing in the actual team, they're reserves, so they're fine to play. And Brendan Elliott and Ben Hampson both come in at wing and 5'8". And Cohen Hess moves from lock to prop. Lukey goes to the starting side into the second row, and Connelly Lumilu joins the bench. My tip for this game, I think the Cowboys will be a bit too strong. I expect them to win. I think they'll win by about 8 points. I know they've got a couple of players out, but I think with the way they're going, they should be a bit too good. And I'll go Cowboys by 8. Anytime try scorers for both sides, I've got Brendan Elliott to score a try. Hamiso will get a double. And I think for the Titans, Campbell and I like Campbell and McIntyre for a try. On to the next game, the Friday now. It is the Panthers and the Bulldogs at Bluebet Stadium, Penrith. Panthers are very ravaged by player absences because of Origin, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do cope with all the losses they've got, while the Dogs have no real issues with Origin. Against the first game, or first team I should say, instead, the Panthers team, so Sean O'Sullivan is going to replace Cleary at halfback, while that also means Kurt Falls making his NRL debut at 5'8" for Jerome Luai. Robert Jennings, Charlie Staines join the backline, replacing Stephen Crichton and Brian Toto, while Chris Smith and Matt Eisen, who've come in for Liam Martin and Isaiah Yeo in the pack, and hooker Apisai Coruscant will probably will play because he's not actually playing for the Blues, he's actually in reserves, so he'll be good to go. As for the Bulldogs, Pango Jr. remains sidelined due to back spasms, so that means Fatala Mariner keeps his spot in the back row. And Wardell goes to the bench, and Samoto Fagai has been recalled to the bench as well, with Simpson going to the reserves. My tip for this game, it's a very tough one because, I don't know, it's a tough one. But I think the Dogs will win. I think the Dogs will win because I think last year when Panthers played without Luai, Cleary, and Toto, and all them, last year against Tigers at Campbelltown, they couldn't score any points or struggling, so I think this time around it will happen again. And I think even Dogs have been pretty bad, and they can't attack themselves and can't score any points. I still think they'll win because of who Panthers have out. But if Panthers are full strength, they're easy. But I think Dogs will win by about 4 points. Going to go Burton for any time try scorer. Odo Carl will have a big game and get a double, I reckon. And for Panthers, Tago will score 1, and I also believe Edwards will score a try. Dogs to win. Alright, now on to the very next game after that, so the third game of round 13. It is my boys, the Sea Eagles, up against the New Zealand Warriors at 4 Pines Park. It's back at home. Should be a real advantage to us. Yeah, and we have to win this game. We really have to. If we can't win this game, then, bro, I don't know what to say if we can't win this game. I know Cherry Evans is out. That's a big loss. But still, I think there's no excuses to be made for this game because we already get Saab. We get Saab, Lorden, and all them back. But I'll explain in going for reviewing the teams. So starting with Manly, the home side first of all. So Cherry Evans is out due to Origin. That means Kieran Foran will start a halfback with Schuster going to 5'8". Looking forward to seeing how that goes. Tapau, Saab, Lawson all return. So Tapau comes off the bench. Saab replaces Tafua on the wing, and Lorden comes on the bench. That's good. And Dylan Walker's been named despite a knee injury against the Storm, so we'll see if he plays. And Jake Jaworevich is captain, so that's good. As for the Warriors, Wade Egan's back from a calf injury, so starts a hooker with Bailey Sirinen with an osteitis pubis injury. That's nothing I've heard of before. But anyway, they're both back this week. And Rocco Berry has come in for Viliami Vailea at centre, while Jack Murchie's been named at lock. And Dunham will still be a free last drop out of the team. Alright, my tip for this game, I think Manly will win. I think we will win. We'll win by about 10, I reckon. I think this is the day, or the night, I should say, that we will turn up and get a win. I think being back at home should be good, because I think it'll be a good home crowd, because I think it's Old Boys Day too, so I'm expecting a good crowd at Brookie on Saturday. I'm still thinking about whether I'm going or not. Depends if tickets are available. But I'll let you know if I'm going. But Manly by 10. I think Saab will score in his return, and I also think Garrick will get one, and Tui Pilotu. As for the Warriors, I reckon Pompey, Walsh will get one. And on to the very last game, round 13, it is the Raiders and the Roosters at GIO Stadium in Canberra. So obviously the last game of 4. So against the Raiders team now, Jack White and Josh Papali. I still get confused with the pronunciation of his actual last name. Anyway, Matt Frawley played 5'8" in round 9, round 10 when White was suspended, and he gets the jersey number 66 again. And Corey Horsburgh moves to prop, obviously replacing Papali. Corey Harrow-Rira and Trey Mooney will make his NRL debut on the bench, and James Shilly as 18th man. As for the Roosters, Joseph Martin shoots from centre to fullback to cover James Tedesco. So Kevin Naguama is new centre. Billy Smith comes in on the wing for Daniel Tupou with Lindsay Smith in Origin camp. So Siosio Takayama moves to prop, and Tupanua comes into the starting side. Egan Butcher is a new face on the bench. And then Joseph Sawali earned a call up to the Blues squad, but he'll probably be playing because he's not going to actually be playing in the New South Wales team. But my tip for this game, I'm going to go with the Roosters here. I know the Roosters have Tedesco and Tupa out, two of their real players that get them points, but I think they'll still be a bit too good for Raiders. I know it's in Canberra, and I know Raiders are disappointing there, but I think Roosters will get the job done here by about 2 points, 18-16. It'll be a very low scoring game. I think it'll be a very tight defensive game, but I think Roosters quality of Keary, Walker, and I think Martin at fullbacks are probably a good thing too. So I think they'll be just too good. And saying that, my anytime try scorers got Swally score one if he plays, Naguama will score one, and I like Manu too. And that's the Raiders, Savage, and I like Hudson Young too for a try. So everyone, that's my round 13 tips of the NRL. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts and feedback on my tips and share yours as well. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.